So, we're going to welcome everybody. We have an online audience. This is our fall town hall meeting. I'm going to say who I am. What about it? Oh, the live stream link to her? She's asking for it. Oh, then never mind. I'll have her email it to me.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the School of Communication and Media Technologies Town Hall meeting. This is our fall Town Hall meeting, and we've got great people for you to meet, talk to you about issues you may have. You can tell us anything. We're live streaming everywhere around the world, so welcome to everybody around the world. Let's get started. So I'm Jan Yanahiro, and I'm delighted to serve as your director and the moderator for today's panel discussion. And first off, I want to say thank you for joining us. We're going to do a quick session with you. Stay with us. If you have any issues or ideas, send them our way. I'm going to toss the mic over to my co-director, Steve Cotton.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our regular forum, the fall edition. Please, we want questions. You can send those our way. You can send it to us via email, but you can also participate and join us on one of these. We have some interesting things coming up for springtime. I just wanted to alert you on classes. It's time now to register for the spring, so I want to encourage you to do that.
Please register.
Please.
And to Steve's left, we've got two ANSYS advisors,
Yes,
student advisors,
yes.
one graduate, one undergraduate. So Steve is
Yeah.
right. Please register.
Please register, and they'll talk in a little bit. But we have some new things coming up, and some classics that we want you to consider taking this coming semester. First and top on my list, because it's so hot right now, is esports.
Oh my gosh.
We
Going gangbusters.
Yeah, we have a great class that we do in collaboration with the game department, and we are doing the live esports productions. In fact, this weekend we're doing the Overwatch, a big Overwatch tournament, which will be all day Saturday. And if you want to tune in, if you're familiar with the Twitch network, AAU has its own Twitch channel on the Twitch network, and it's ArtU Esports. So if you go to twitch.com and then look for ArtU Esports, you can tune in and watch our students who will be announcing and covering the game, and all the students will be operating the cameras and be in the studio for that. So,
And student, of course, competing.
Oh, of course.
Student
Yes,
competing.
yes.
It's really quite exciting, and we love it because we have play-by-play in the esports,
Yeah.
and we have an analyst.
Yeah.
So that's sort of like two new career tracks for a lot of students.
Absolutely. So esports, and that's an esports production class, so check that out. It's COM 498, and ask your advisor about that. And you'll be able to get into that class. Also, I'd like to encourage students, because we've had a lot of students asking about it. We've revamped our interviewing class, COM 204. We combined a 204 and a 304 class together, and it's really an intensive on-camera class.
So the 204 was interviewing, the 304 was hosting. So we combined an interviewing and hosting class with one class, and it's going gangbusters.
Yeah, so I encourage you to look at that, those of you who want to do some more work in front of the camera. We have some updates on COM 645 on the graduate side. There's going to be a new update in the spring on that course. And pretty soon, I think it might be ready in spring, but fairly soon we'll have COM 330, our motion graphics class. Online for the spring.
It is offered on site, and
Yeah.
we're building it for the online.
Also, I just want our regular thing. We have regular workshops. We do probably 8 to 10 workshops every semester. We encourage you. You can take them multiple times. Take those workshops because they'll really help you with your skills behind the camera. I see a lot of our students behind the cameras here today. And those are the things that help you gain more knowledge of the industry. And please, please, students, if you're watching this, you get the most out of this department when you volunteer and do the sporting events we do, the esports events, and all the things like even the town hall meeting. It's a full-fledged production. There's a lot going on behind the scenes and in the control room, and it's all student run. And that's the way you get a lot of great experience that you can take out into the real world. Also, we're doing the play-by-play class, which is getting a lot of attention. The play-by-play class, it's 206 and 306 COM.
And taught by Joe Fonzie.
Yeah.
He is a sports anchor for KTVU Fox 2 here in the Bay Area. And he's brilliant at it because he has done play-by-play himself.
Yeah, and the key part of that is the students in those classes get to call the games for AAU sports. And that's really, I mean, to put that on your resume, that you called games for an NCAA Division II is, I mean, that's big.
And beyond just your resume, you put it on your website because we live stream it, so you can grab a clip and put it on your own website and show the world that you can do it.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things coming up. We encourage you,
All right.
talk to your advisors and get those classes filled for the spring.
Before we meet your advisors, I'd like you to meet the Chief Academic Officer for the Academy of Art University, and that is Sue Raleigh. And Sue has been with us at every town hall meeting. We invite her to come, and we ask her to give you any updates she may have. Sue, welcome.
Thank you, Janet. It's great to be here. What I always say at the town hall chats is this is important to us. That's why we're all here. We want you to know what's going on, but also we want to make sure that we know what's happening with you. It's an opportunity for us to sort of take your temperature to see, is it going okay? Are you having any problems? What can we do to make it better? So if you're watching this, even if you're not real time, but if you're watching it later on and you say, hey, I've got something I want to let the department know, please do that. This is your opportunity. The window's closed. Now you're no longer important to us. You're always important, and we want to know, we want feedback. The one thing I want to say about the workshops are something that we offer. It's part of your experience here. It's part, you don't have to pay extra for it. It's part of your tuition.
It's free, in other words. Sue.
Well, it's part of what you've already paid for, but we want you to make a reservation. So what's happened in the past is we've had times when workshops have not been attended, but we still have a pro there to help. So that person set the time aside. They're sitting there. Nobody comes in. They feel like it's a waste of their time. The school feels like, okay, maybe this isn't as important as we thought it would be. So it's very, very important to us that you sign up 48 hours in advance. It's reserving your spot, just like if you were going to a popular restaurant. You want to make sure you get a seat. You got to sign up in advance. You got to reserve your spot. So please do that so we don't cancel a workshop that you really need or wanted to go to. That's one thing I wanted to bring up. The other thing is about the esports. You know, we do everything we can to be cutting edge in terms of what's happening in the world at large. And right now, as Steve was saying and Jan was saying, esports is really big. So if you can watch, if you can participate, please do so. It's good to get on the experience of doing something that is going to be here for a while, I think. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry. I don't see it going away. So please take advantage of that as well.
Any other issues about, some students have asked about, do we have to continue to take 12 units in the grad department?
Okay, so that came up, and I'll tell you why it came up. We want you to be, the job market in San Francisco is booming. Companies are contacting us all the time. Lauren's going to talk about that in a second. They want, do you have anybody who can do this? And we have people, but many times they're still in school. For international students need to be full-time, and most can't work while they're in school. So what we're trying to do is say, we can get you through this graduate program at 12 units per semester, and you can complete in 3 semesters and get out into the workforce. We thought that would be popular, and it was, but students have said, well, maybe I don't want to go quite that fast. Maybe I want to spread it out a little bit more. So we are strongly encouraging that you continue taking 12 units, but if it's just too much, if you feel like I really want to slow it down a little bit, we will allow you to do so. So we are strongly encouraging it, but we're not making it a requirement.
Okay. So with that, that's a perfect segue to Lauren Spain, and she is in charge of career services here at the Academy of Art University. So Lauren, maybe you can tell us what your department is offering and what you are offering Take it away.
Absolutely, and thank you so much for having me here today. I just want to talk about some of the services the Career Service Department offers to you. We do everything from review your resumes and your cover letters, your portfolios, demo reels, and even your websites to make sure everything looks perfect and professional for the industry. We also offer networking techniques and practices and interview practices. So if you have an upcoming interview and you want to prepare for that job, just bring in your job description and we'll work with you to test you on everything and prepare you. To make an appointment with our department, you can email careerdevelopment@academyart.edu. We're located here at 79 New Montgomery on the 4th floor. Again, that email address is careerdevelopment@academyart.edu. And the last thing I'd like to touch on is our job board. Our university has a job board that is exclusive for our students. Anyone that comes to campus and asks to hire a student, we set employers up with their own personal accounts so that they can post positions for you. Students, including alumni, have access to this. To make sure that you do have an active account, please email careerdevelopment@academyart.edu. Include your full name, your student ID, and your preferred email address, and we'll set up your account within 24 to 48 hours. And those are just some of the services we have.
And you also help people with resumes.
Very, very much so. We will go line by line and make sure that you are representing yourself in the very best light for whatever position you're trying to go for.
Thank you, Lauren. Thank you for always being with us and available. And then I know you've got some students waiting for you for appointments, so you're going to zip
do.
off.
Yes.
But I'm going to segue from you to our career services manager, and that would be Michelle Kennedy. Michelle is also an instructor here. She's our online coordinator, and yes, she is our career services manager. And she has set up some great internships with some fabulous companies, Comcast Sportsnet. Michelle, take it away.
Thanks, Jan. Yes, we work with students in our department, and we are helping them, like you said, with getting internships, jobs. We'll also look at resumes. We'll look at cover letters. And, I'm constantly reaching out to different entities and organizations in the community to find out what great internships are going on, what jobs are available. And right now we've got a couple of internships I have many students applying for. One with NBC Sports Bay Area, formerly Comcast Sportsnet. And then we're also sending students over to ABC7 is hiring interns in news, in sports, in production. So when students come into my office, we start with the resume, we start with the cover letter, we look at everything that they have and make sure that they're highlighting their best attributes and experience. And also I help students with that fear of, I don't have enough on my resume, and highlighting the incredible projects that they're doing in their classes here in our department. A couple of my graduate students, I'm working with them right now, and they've got classes where they're working with local startups and nonprofits to create promotional videos that are playing on these companies' websites. And some of them are even playing as public service announcements through Comcast Cable. So they're putting that on as real world experience. And it's about kind of tweaking the way that they're thinking about it. Oh, that's not a job. It is a job. You're working with a client. So highlighting those awesome things that they're doing in the department, in the resume, and then, giving them a little bit of that self-confidence to move forward and get those jobs. So those are a couple of the things that we're working on, and it's fun.
And let me just brag a little bit, and you can tell the audience, the world actually, that your class just finished anti-graffiti public service announcements for San Francisco, the city of San Francisco.
Yeah, working through Public Works in San Francisco on an anti-graffiti campaign. And that's such incredible experience and something that the students are so excited to put on their resumes, because not only did they build these PSAs or public service announcements for this anti-graffiti campaign in San Francisco, but one of the videos played at a big event, the Graffiti Huddle that happened last week in the city of San Francisco. So to rub elbows with the people that we worked with, on that level, and to have the videos be recognized in that way is massive. And to put that on a resume it's so cool. And that's just one example of the great work that the students are doing in the San Francisco Bay Area. And so it's really cool because it's a great experience, again, to put on that resume.
And for the San Francisco Graffiti public service announcement, there were 30-second video announcements, and you worked with the athletic department, and you had students and the athletes go out and actually scrub the sidewalks and scrub mailboxes and repaint poles to get rid of the graffiti. So you really did public service with your class.
They did. We really did. And the athletes frequently do community service like that. So it was just an excellent opportunity to reach out to the athletics department and get these athletes to go out and do that, because we needed B-roll or video shots to go in these PSAs of people cleaning up graffiti. So to get the school involved in that way and to get our athletes involved was awesome.
Thank you, Michelle. All right, so let's go to our student advisors. I'm going to have you meet both of them. Eric Tigre is the lead graduate student advisor, and he's to Steve's left. And to Eric's left is Austin Carroll, and he is the undergraduate student advisor. So I'm going to toss the mic to Eric first and tell us some updates in the graduate department and how we can better support our students.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jan and Steve, for having me again. Been a couple times I've been here with you guys, so thank you. Student Services is here to support all of the students. We work very closely with the department on choosing classes and making sure you're in the right courses. Piggybacking on one thing that Sue had mentioned with the 12 units for graduate students, we're definitely highly promoting that and encouraging students. Not only because we want you to graduate to get a job, but the longer you take to graduate, the skills that you're learning in that first semester may be out of date the longer you take, right? If you're the longer you're in school, especially with technology moving so quickly. Also, when you get out, you're going to be able to start making money faster, which is the ultimate goal of school, to get out and to get that career you want. So that's a really great incentive to moving at a faster pace. For the student services team, for myself and for Austin, one of the things that we can help you do is align a program, align a schedule that will help you meet those needs of taking 12 units or however many units you need, planning at your first appointment on when you want to graduate and making sure we have a good plan in place with your core classes.
Okay, Eric, thank you. And if you can toss the mic to Austin Carroll. Meet Austin Carroll, everyone. And he is the lead in communications for our communications and media students. And the good news about Austin is that he will actually come to our department, sit in Cecilia's office. That's our fabulous admin's office. And he will see you pass by. And if you haven't registered for classes, he will wave to you. So, Austin, tell us anything happening and how you want to help our students.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it. It's my first time here. Definitely very excited to be here. But I think that was a great segue with just the access that we want you guys to have to us. We're available by phone. You should have all of our calendar information to schedule appointments with us. And we want to be there for you as much as we possibly can. So exactly, like Jan mentioned, we are here every Tuesday, either myself or Brianna, another advisor in the comm department. We will be here on site every Tuesday, so stop by, say hello, get to know us. We're people just like you. We're normal people. We're not just calling you for no reason. We want to get you registered and help you pick out classes and help the degree plan become less confusing for you, because that's one of our main goals. We want it to be as easy as possible. We want you to graduate, and we want to plan out all those things for you. We want to help you pick out classes and make sure that this degree, you're getting the most out of it, because it's in the comm department, you can customize things a tremendous amount. So.
Yeah, so in everybody in our comm department, all the students, when you meet with Austin or Brianna or Ashley Fowler, who is working remotely from Los Angeles, or Aaron Jensen, who's working remotely from Colorado, you will be put on a plan to graduate. If you come in as a freshman, Austin will help you get on the plan to graduate, the road to graduation. If you come in as a transfer student, Austin and the team will help you get on a plan to graduate so you can see when you will graduate, how many units you need to take in the spring, summer, fall, intersession. We can help you we can put you on a plan. And the plan can change for sure, but Austin, the plan is working, right?
Yeah, the plan's working.
And I just want to say a little bit about Austin. We've got all our student athletes working with Austin because Austin himself, when he was in college, was in the football program.
It was, yeah. And I think, I'm just a couple of years away from where a lot of these students are. So I have a great perspective on kind of the challenges that a lot of people might not understand of waking up at 5 a.m. and going to practice and kind of these unique things that athletes face. So just outside of class, I think I can be a great resource just to kind of talk through things because I know the life of an athlete can be pretty difficult for students. So,
but they can succeed, and they must graduate, and we want them to graduate. And the good news in our department is that we have an excellent graduation rate among our athletes. So thank you, Austin. All right, we mentioned our fabulous administrative assistant, and she's really the hub. She rocks in in our department, and she has a special treat for every student who visits her. And I'd like you to all say hello to Cecilia Osorio. Cecilia.
Hello, thank you, Jan. I just want to introduce myself. I think a lot of you are getting to know me, but if you're new, I'm on the second floor, Office 200. It's right off of the elevators. Come on in. The door is always open. I usually have snacks, candy, so help yourself. Come on in. Don't be shy. And I also wanted to piggyback on the workshops and let you guys know that I am emailing you. I'm telling you to please sign up. So if you can't physically come into the office, just tell me that you want to sign up for what workshop. I have the forms on me all the time. I carry them religiously everywhere, get people to sign up. Anything that you hear in the department or if you need updates, just come on in. I'll find out for you. I'll set up appointments with Jan or Steve. Just come on in for Halloween. If you're dressed up in a costume, come on in, show me your costume. I'll have more candy then, but it'll be great to meet you and getting to know you guys.
And Cecilia, tell us the workshops coming up.
There is a workshop on Friday. It's premiere, and then there's 2 more after that. They're next week. On the 30th, there is audio production, and on the 31st, there's essential web skills. So sign up. I'll be emailing you again very soon.
Yes, we are fabulous about email, and we want you to come. Premiere again, editing on Friday, and next week the 2 workshops are?
Essential web skills on the 31st and audio production on the 30th.
And the times?
The premiere workshop on Friday is from 12 to 2. And on the 30th, audio production also runs from 12 to 2. On the 31st, essential web skills runs from 11:30 to 1:30.
Okay. And she has great treats in her office, everybody. She's got a lantern now with Halloween treats. And then, the thing is, whenever anybody takes a trip anywhere in our department, we have to bring back treats from that country. So this summer I brought back treats from Latvia. You brought back treats from Paris. And I also brought back treats from Mexico. So, we're trying to do the world, everybody. And so, yes, special treats. Do visit Cecilia. And we mentioned our open door policy, and that's what we have in our department. Our doors are open. So if you stop by and you see our door open, just come on in. We have an open door policy, and I really believe in that. So if our door is open, come on in and chat with us, sit with us. All of us have open door policies. Cecilia, Michelle Kennedy, myself, Steve, and of course, for Austin, our advisor who comes in on Tuesdays, he is right in front of the elevators. You cannot miss him. So, final last words. I'm gonna toss it to Steve. Sue mentioned esports, and it is huge. So a month ago, I was at the Oracle Arena for a League of Legends playoff game, and this is an arena that has like 30,000 people in it, and it was fabulous. And the cameras and the games and the cheering and the fans. I could have been at a Warriors basketball game. It was fabulous. So we know esports is big and going to get bigger. So we've got a production class in it. They're streaming live our esports tournaments. We've got students being play-by-play announcers and analysts. We've got students producing the esports teams. So it's big. Steve?
In addition on the esports thing, on December 8th and 9th, coming up in a couple of months, we will be hosting the Battle of the Bay, which will be a number of universities. We're negotiating right now, but we have Cogswell College, San Jose State, and a few other universities, small colleges that will be coming in to compete against our teams, and both in League of Legends and Overwatch. And it'll be on a weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So we're calling it the Battle of the Bay, and it'll be a really big esports event. So
They can come and they can watch on Twitch.
Yes, they can watch on Twitch. I want to make sure I get it right. It's ArtU Esports.
Okay.
ArtU
Esports
on the Twitch network.
Okay.
And one thing that we kind of passed by is what's coming up in November with Career Night with
yes,
Michelle.
Career Night.
I want you to
Let's
talk
bounce
about
back
that.
let's bounce back to Michelle, who's putting on a Career Night for us. Go ahead, Michelle.
Yes, we're excited. It's going to be on Tuesday, November 6th. So after you vote, you can come to Career Night. And it's here at the 79 New Montgomery campus, and it will be at 7 o'clock. And we have some great speakers / employers coming to speak from NBC Sports Bay Area, CBS Interactive, and we've also got a student that's going to be here who is doing a lot of production, and he just came in and told me all about shooting a video for Cardi B's birthday party. And I said, you've got to come to the Career Night. I think the students will just really love to hear about that. And so we've also got someone coming from Pac-12 networks. And so these employers are going to talk about not only jobs that are available, internships that are available, but what they're really looking for and what they see that, students trying to get jobs, mistakes that they make, and also the positives of what they really find are great attributes and great skills to have to get these jobs. So it's free advice and it's networking because you get to meet these recruiters and, maybe it opens up a job opportunity or something that down the road you can reconnect with that person. So we're really excited. We expect a lot of students to come. And again, it's going to be at 7 o'clock on November 6th, 79 New Montgomery. In room 140.
Okay, so
be there or be square.
And really, I want to just say to students, many of the internships pay money for you to be an intern. NBC Sports pays their students.
Yeah, pays and you get credits. So you take it as a class, so you get those credits. All you have to do is check in with me every week, tell me how it's going, so we stay in communication. And then, many of these internships are also paying the students, which is wonderful.
And Pac-12 will hire students on a part-time basis or as needed, to do the footballs and basketball teams and everything else. And I have it good authority that they pay good money, something like $30 an hour, people. So you want to get to know the Pac-12 network. And Comcast, NBC Sports, they have actually hired many of our students. In fact, we have 2 students who were interns first and now are employed there. And Joe Evan Hall and Jordan Aquino are there now, and they started as interns. So there's such an opportunity to move up once you become an intern and to get hired. And so they're really having a good time there. I noticed we have some students in the audience, a graduate student. If you have any questions for us, jump up, say hi, ask us anything. I'm just going to call you out. Noah Rivers, stand up. Noah is just a brand new graduate. He just graduated this past summer with us. And Noah was the program director for UrbanKnightsRadio.com. So Noah, congratulations on graduating, and tell us if you have a question or you want to make a statement. Have at it. If you were to tell a prospective student one thing about this department, what would that one thing be?
That we're actually a family.
Okay.
We are such a family. We don't let anybody come into our family that's like bad energy. We always stick together and we just love each other.
Oh, no, thank you for saying that.
Even though we may bump heads, we still love each other.
And you're right, we do bump heads. I sometimes bump heads. Imagine that. I sometimes bump heads with people, but you're right. We are a family in the end, and we will be very supportive of you. Thank you for saying that. I want to bring up Amy Smith. Amy is a veteran, 11 years with the Navy, and she came back to school. Here she is, 11 years with the Navy, veteran. She had to start with us as a freshman. Amy, tell us your experience so far.
So far it's been pretty eye-opening, I guess. It's a totally different career path for me. I worked in intelligence before, so now I get to actually be outside and interact and talk about my day, whereas before I didn't, so.
And you're also serving as a work-study student here. So tell us about, you're a veteran, Navy veteran, worked in intelligence for the Navy, and now you had to start as a freshman. You're also a work-study student, so you're busy.
I'm very busy. You like to keep me very, very busy,
Yes,
Jan.
we do, Amy.
But that's okay. I love it. I love the challenge. When things don't work, you got to find a way around it. So it's definitely gaining a lot of experience in the job field, being a work study, and going out and helping with the live stream events and stuff like that. It's definitely a lot of hands-on, and I would encourage anyone to come out and help us anytime we go anywhere to do any live events.
So you mentioned key thing, we are a very hands-on program.
We are a very hands-on program. If you're not involving yourself, you are at a disadvantage. I would encourage, that'd be probably the most I would tell anyone in this department is lend a helping hand. I mean, you learn a lot from it.
Okay. Thank you, Amy. Thank you for coming. Thank you for setting up the cameras. Yes, she did, everybody. She set up this whole thing, set up the cameras. Okay, so last words, from our, let's go to our, Eric and Austin, last words of advice for our students or last thoughts?
Yeah, last words of advice. If you haven't met with your advisor yet, please come see us at 150 Hayes or see Austin or Brianna here if you're an undergraduate student on Tuesdays, yeah. So come meet with us early so we can make sure we get you the classes that you want.
Okay. Austin.
I think Eric just covered it. Just come and meet us, say hello. We would love to meet you. Love to keep talking about your plans here for the future. So we're here to help.
Thank you, Austin. All right, Cecilia, last words from you.
I'm here to help. So if you have any questions or if you need anything, just drop by my office and I'll help you in any way that I can.
Okay. Michelle.
I'm here to help too. And my office is actually right to the left of Cecilia's. So when you get out of the elevator, you kind of walk around the glass windows, and then I'm right in this little hallway. And yeah, if any students need to stop by and talk about anything really, classes, I have a little station with a sand raking operation and some fidget spinners. And I often have students come in and kind of break down about things, and I encourage them to rake the sand, and I listen. So yeah, if you need help or you're freaked out about anything that's going on with school, I have some good answers. I've been here for 8 years. And yeah, I'm here to help with that as well as jobs and career placement stuff.
Okay, thank you, Michelle. We're awfully glad that you're here and with our team. Last words from Sue Raleigh, our Chief Academic Officer.
Well, I just want to say that at this time of year, when the days are getting shorter and it gets a little darker and we're going into midterms and finals, students sometimes they can hit a wall. They start to feel like this is overwhelming. I don't think I can get through this. Maybe I made a mistake. All these people who are saying we're here to help, it's not a weakness to say I need help. So number one, take them up on that. Stay engaged. Let them know if you're having problems. Even if you think it might look bad, it won't. It will actually be a good thing that you've come and said, please help me. Second thing is, a lot of times students start staying up later. They're kind of waiting. Maybe they didn't do such great time management early on. Now they're trying to catch up. And what I want to tell you is, number one, try not to go there with that. You will not do your best work if you're staying up all night and trying to turn something in at the last minute. And it's a good skill to have, as Michelle was talking about. When you get the job, your employer isn't going to want you to wait till the last minute. They're going to want you to do your very best, but to plan it out, prioritize. The second thing is a lot of students will start using a lot of caffeine. They'll be drinking Red Bull and coffee, and they'll be really buzzing on caffeine. I'm going to encourage you not to do that. It's okay to have a little bit of it, but if you're living on it, it's not a good thing. Again, your work won't be the best it could be. The second of all, and this is something a lot of people don't know, water is a natural tranquilizer. What happens is if you drink water, it rinses the toxins out of your body can relax. So it's a great time to A, get rest, and B, hydrate. And then you will do work that you're proud of. So ask for help, take care of yourself, and even if you've been sitting in front of a computer for hours, take a walk. Even if it's just 15 or 20 minutes, it's going to be good for you to walk away from it and then come back to it.
Okay.
So have a great semester.
Great advice, Sue, as always. Thank you. Steve, last words.
As midterms are approaching, yes, please, you're halfway through, and if you're hitting that wall, Jan and I are there. Our doors are open. Please come in. I've had a number of those conversations recently with some students, so we're there for you. Please come and volunteer and enjoy the rest of the semester. Now's the time when you're going to be doing the really good work that you're going to be putting on your resume and to get ready for Spring Show, which is coming very soon, next spring.
I'm going to make one plug for Academy's Got Talent. That is our production show this semester in the fall only, and we have some fabulous talent. We've got a rapper. We've got a fabulous singer who belongs to me on The Voice. We've got somebody who plays the guitar in the sweetest voice. And it's every Wednesdays at 5:30. Come and be in our audience. You get to vote. You also get to vote online. It is all student produced. We've got student judges, student hosts, student contestants, because we give away a real prize. And that prize is, if you win Academy's Got Talent, we will send you to audition to a show of your choice. That's right, we'll fly you there. We'll put you in a hotel. We'll also give you a meal voucher. We'll feed you. And of course, we're going to cheer you on. So it's a real prize. So come and be in our audience, because the students and this production, they're doing a great job. So I want everybody to have a great rest of the semester. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Have a great day. See you the next time. Bye, everybody.